Hi guys, today I'm going to share with you one of the tools that I created for one of the leading timeshare companies in Orlando for their call center scheduling needs. Before this tool was designed, process was pretty much manual and used to take a lot of time and not to mention an extra resource as well. So just giving a small demonstration on this tool. As you can see, there are four main tabs, one, two, three, four, and then there are seven tabs from one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And I'm going to explain you what each tab does. So I'm going to start with the first tab, that is scheduler input. Below the header, you can see the agents table. In this table, user can input estimated agents for every half hour from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. Monday to Sunday. This can also be named as forecasted head counts. There's a process to get the forecasted agents where you need to work on the historical data and get the forecasted numbers. There's a separate tutorial for that. So once you have the estimated agents, how you want to divide them in shifts from Monday to Sunday and from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. and how we need to create a schedule. That's what I'm going to show you in this demonstration by this tool. Now, this specific client wanted three different schedule types and three different shift hours, as you can see on the right hand side, and the shifts must be allocated into the required allocated percentages, which is right here. As you can see, lowest allocation is only 25%, and for 6.5 hours a day. On the other side, highest allocation of hours is for 7.5 hours a day. So I mean, this you can change. You can add more allocation to shift to schedule A and less allocation to schedule B. So this is all customized, and on the basis of your input, you can see the result will also change in the other tab, the result tab. But just to give you more about the usage of this tab, I'm going to show you below the agents table right here as I go down. Okay, as you can see, another total is given. I'm sorry, my screen is acting crazy. Here you go. So now you can see there are production hours. So now as you can see, the total production hour for each day is there from Monday to Sunday, you know. So this way, the call center manager or director can know how much in total production hours that he need to pay out on a given day. For example, on Monday, he needs to pay out 378 hours. Now he also, I'm sure he wants to see how he has to pay in different schedules or different shifts. So for schedule A, he needs to pay out 16 hours, and for schedule B, he needs to pay out 32 hours. And I'm sorry, how many agents he need in every given day. So for schedule A, he needs 16 agents. For schedule B, he needs 32 agents, and schedule C, he needs 8 agents. So on the basis of the input we put here in the first table, now we have the production hours and we also have the required agents for each schedule type. So now we have all the data input. And with the help of this tool and programming behind the scenes, we can create a schedule. Click on create schedule type, and then you will get the preliminary schedule for yourself, which is right here. So I'm going to click here, and as you can see, this circle is moving. Now this is running all the programming that we did behind the scenes. And now let's run the schedule, and this might take few minutes. So let's wait till the time schedule is running. So I'm going to tell you more about why we designed this in Excel and why we did not buy an external tool. First of all, buying an external workforce management tool in the United States can cost up to $100,000. So it is a monetary issue. Then every time it breaks, you need support also. In the United States, you have to call the support team, and depending on the hours they are spending to fix it, they're gonna bill you for the support hours also. So which is a time consuming also, which is a monetary issue also, and then that product you don't own. It is still an external product, and it is copyrighted by an external party. So the stuff that I'm showing you on my screen is basically owned by you. So once this tool is designed, it is given to you, and this, as you can see, is only designed in Excel. So the the manipulation behind the scenes for the programming is pretty simple. And I'm going to show you more about the other tabs like agent list, result tab, and calc one. Then from 1 to 7, how why these tabs were designed and how useful these tabs are. So once this the programming and the VBA calculation that's going on the screen is done, I'm gonna show you the result tab. So basically, once this is done, you're gonna see the result tab. That screen will allow user to create weekly schedule for any month and automatically see how those hours affect the required hours for the given day and half-hour time slots. So I'm going to show you on the screen. First of all, I'm going to show you the schedule summary. Then I'm going to show you the shifts table. And then I also put a recalculate button below there, and why it is there, I'm going to show you in more depth. And there's another total weekly assigned agent per half hour table is also there. And then there's a shift count table. So there's a purpose of designing all those tables and all those inputs, because we want the end user to understand what happened once you put the data input in your first screen, what happens exactly once the VBA programming is done. So first of all, after the process is done, you're going to see a schedule summary. So that schedule summary actually shows the total number of agents needed in single month, total number of agents required in a single day. As you can see, it is done. So I'm going to just click OK, and then it's going to take me to the result screen. So you can see on your screen that this is the result. So we have already designed shifts for all the agents, and like I was mentioning about the schedule summary. So this is a summary on the top here. So here you can see the total number of agents, 56 agents we need on Monday, on 52 agents we need on Tuesday, on Wednesday, again we need 52 agents. And as you can see, there's an agent name given there, so you can put the agent name just for the privacy issue. We are not mentioning names here, but you can add up to 3,000 agents. So in other words, you can design, I mean, this tool can help you in designing a schedule up to 3,000 agents. So now you have a shift table also here. This is a shift table, I call it shift table. And this table is a distribution of shifts among the agent based on the three different shift patterns and distribution percentages. Agents will be assigned shifts based on their contracts. Break time field has been assigned in middle of start time and end time of the shifts, so that supervisors allow agents to go on a break and at a specific time. So when you see flexible, I mean that indicates that break time optimization is not possible in this case based on given production requirement. Hence, break time is to be assigned based on actual condition. So the supervisor on the shift has to see what's the call volume, and if we are not too busy, he can let go a couple of people on break. So that's on his discretion. Now the total hours column for each agent, like here. Now for each agent here, the total hours. So the total hours column for each agent is to check the total hours based on their contract. The software allows scheduling up to 3,000 agents. So this table can go up to 3,000 rows, like 3,000 agents, based on scheduling need for the month. The program automatically creates a schedule, but in case if user wants to add or delete the shifts, agents can do that as well. Up to the 10 agents can be added manually. Total hours, variance schedule, and variance in shift columns will change automatically and will also indicate an error X or no error G based on the predefined condition of the programming. So basically here, you know, let me show you this. So when you see G is basically good. So this agent has optimized his total hours for the week. So this agent is good. So when you see agent is X, this means this agent has a contract of maybe 37 hours or maybe 40 hours a week, but only getting 32 hours here. So then you can manually adjust here for this agent right here, which is row 19. So maybe a supervisor can just go ahead and add, maybe on Saturday can add 5 hour shift manually and assign to the agent. So that's why if you see at the bottom there's a recalculate button right here. So basically what this button does, it recalculates the formulas. Once the user makes any manual adjustments in the table and runs the recalculate button, it will highlight the variances in red. That will enable a user to notice the changes made due to that manual adjustment and its outcome on total number of agents and hours. Now, let me show you another table, which is total weekly assigned agent per half hour interval. Okay, now this table will automatically calculate the number of agent assigned to the schedule on a daily and half hour intervals and will target production hours. These target these target hour totals are brought over from the scheduler input screen, like the first tab of agents table totaling per day. So this is like the total agents. We know how many hours, actual hours are 380 hours, and we know how many agents we need. So now it will tell you at 6 a.m. how many agents on Monday we have, and at 7:30 how many agents we have on Monday. That's the cells. You must be noticing the colors of the cell. The cells in this table are color coded based on their current level. When the total is within the variance, the cell will be green. Below the variance, it's yellow, and above the variance, it's red. So this, in other words, as you can see, if it's red, this means, I mean, for this particular hour and for this particular day, we need more people, so we are like underutilized. I mean, and it's going to be a situation when there are not like optimized agents are there, because you have to look at the other time slots also. You cannot overbook your call center with more agents, and in rest of the time when it's not so busy they are sitting idle, and then you still have to pay them on hourly basis. So that's why sometimes, like when it's red, we know that at 9:30 a.m. on Thursday it is red. So this means we are understaffed, which is below the required staff. So supervisor will have to uh, not allow agents to go on breaks at that time. And again, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation, and I'm just trying to show you how this tool works. Now on the right hand side, you will see the total weekly requested agent per half hour interval, and then you will also see shift count table. So now this is shift count table. This table gives the count of different shifts, list of all shifts that were assigned to agents for the given month. No matter how few or how many they were, they will be listed here, and the length of the shifts will also be given here. Now, this is the result screen. Let me just show you one more time from top to bottom. Here you go. And then from left to right. Here you go. I mean, I know my color coding is not best of the color coding, but you can change the color coding here. Whatever color you're gonna give here, it's gonna show you on the screen here. I mean, this is just me not being so creative, not being so colorful. But you can implement your own colors here. Now let me show you about the calc screen. So this screen shows the calculation of required agents and how the agents are distributed on daily basis. This also gives the user the number of total unique agents needed every week or month and their distribution. It is essential to know from strategic HR planning point of view to have an adequate staffing for the call center. So they need to pre-plan the how many agents we need so that they can put a open job position and they can hire more call center agents to optimize their call center success rate. Now, next to calc, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are days of the week, Monday to Sunday. So this is Monday, 1 is Monday, and 7 is Sunday. So basically, this screen will allow a user to view staff scheduling data on a daily basis. This screen will include total agents, agent ID, start time, end time, break time, production hours, and total hours. This sheet contains up to 3,000 rows to accommodate up to 3,000 agents. Like I said, this tool can help you in designing shifts up to 3,000 agents. So if your call center capacity is up to 3,000, you can use this tool. But if you have more than 3,000, then definitely you need a very professional tool, because this is Excel and this is a Visual Basic. It has its own limitation. Okay, so basically, on this screen, user can also change the break time, and programmatically speaking, this screen basically helps the user to put together data on result screen on a daily basis. So this was my small demonstration on the tool that I created to help call center to save money, and instead of buying an expensive workforce management tool and then paying a lot of money on the support side, this can be built by using Visual Basic programming skills. Here you go. So please let me know your comments down below. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Looking forward to speaking with you. Bye.